Coming to you from the GDTD studios in Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's Walt Quizney! And now, here's your host, Adam Hummel.
Welcome to Walt Quizney, the Gays Do the D game show that wishes it was as cool as Supermarket Sweep. I'm your host, Adam Hummel, and in today's episode, we're heading back to the Disney theme park for some fantastically fun trivia. That's right, gang. Today's quiz will focus on Disneyland in Anaheim, California. But before we start the quiz, we need to meet our contestants. First up, we have Alli from Minnesota. Hi, Alli. Welcome to Gays Do the D.
Thank you so much, Adam. Fellow Minnesotan here. I love it. Love the pod. I've been a long-time listener, and I love Disneyland, and I'm super excited to be here.
Well, you're starting off on a great note by saying that you're a longtime listener and you love the pod. Flattery gets you everywhere, Alli, so we love hearing that. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? We know you're from Minnesota. What do you do, Alli?
I am in my fourth year of teaching. I teach in a suburb of the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and I actually teach middle school and high school band. So I spend my mornings with, juniors and seniors doing, they're in their 6th, 7th year of playing an instrument. And then I end my day with 6th graders who are at the very beginning. So every day is a whirlwind. And obviously, if you know anything about teaching this year, we've been started in hybrid, and I've been teaching full online and half in person, and then we went full distance. So it's been a year. I'm glad I'm not a complete rookie this year. I empathize with any first-year teachers out there, but we are supposedly going back fully in person in a few weeks. So I'm really, really excited to see my students again and make music again. So that's really exciting. As far as my, Disney history goes, I'm a 90s baby, so that's sort of my era, all those 90s movies. My mom brags about using The Lion King as a babysitter, putting me in a beanbag and doing that. So that was my favorite movie. My favorite, I would say, 90s, or I guess pre-90s, but Renaissance still is Little Mermaid. It's my total jam. But as a family, we'd go, Disneyland was the first Disney park I ever visited, and we went most years from when I was maybe 4 until, through middle school even. So I've also been to Walt Disney World many times since then, more so actually as an adult. I feel like that's been an awesome treat, but I'm dying to get back to either coast, either way. But I love Disneyland. That's where my heart is, and that's where my nostalgia lays, is in Disneyland.
Well, we love hearing that you were a Disney kid. We love hearing that you went to the parks as a kid and as a family together. And most important, we love teachers here on Gays Do the D. So we are so grateful for everything you're doing. We know this year has been absolutely bonkers, but we appreciate you sticking with it and educating the kids, Alli. That's really what it's all about, is educating the children.
Exactly. I love it. And in band, we just have fun. We honk some horns and we have a blast. And that's what we've been trying to focus on this year. But Zoom band, I can tell you, is not the way to go. It is not ideal. Practicing at home or turning your mics on as a group with 6th graders on Zoom is not the best.
So are you saying that you try to play songs together over Zoom? Because there's always a delay, but from someone, right?
Right. So usually I play audio through my computer and they play with their mics off at home. So I have no idea what's going on, which is also alarming because I'll be like, yeah, kids, do this section. And they could be not doing it, hiding behind their microphones and their cameras. So I don't know. It's been wild. That's all I can say.
Alli, I played trombone for 3 weeks in 6th grade. How do you think I'd fare with your students? Would I be on par with them, or do you think I would just be an absolute nightmare to teach?
I don't know how you were as a middle school student, but right now, after the pandemic, probably about average.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it. Average is great. I could play Circle in the Sand on my trombone. If anyone cares, I could play Circle in the Sand.
I mean, you can do that and hot cross buns and you're ready to go.
That's great. Alli, would you consider yourself a hardcore Disney fan?
I would say yes. And in terms of, like, my friends, I am definitely the most hardcore of anybody I know.
All right. Well, we're excited to have you here. It's going to be a great episode, a great quiz. But it's time to meet your nemesis, I guess, your nemesis for this quiz. And that's one Mr. Patrick Kazuki. Patrick, welcome to Walt Quizney.
Thank you so much. Longtime listener, first-time guest. Thank you so much for having me on the pod.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Patrick, how confident are you in your Disneyland knowledge?
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would go -4 on Disneyland knowledge.
Why is that? You didn't visit very often as a kid? You're just not up on your history? What's going on there?
I visited once as a child, and then you and I, Adam, if you'll recall, visited once in my adult life, and I took in nothing. I took in zero information.
I do not recall visiting Disneyland with you.
Well, you blocked it, I imagine.
It was traumatic?
Yeah, most people would block a vacation with me.
Well, Patrick, we're excited to have you here. I think this is going to be a great competition, but there can only be one winner, and I think we all know who that's going to be. If you're a longtime listener to Gaze Do the D, we know who's got this in the bag.
Yeah, it's certainly not me or our listeners.
All right, let's get to the rules. I will be asking each of you 15 questions worth 1 point each. There are 3 categories of questions from which you can choose: history, attractions, and grab bag. Our final round will be the lightning round. In the lightning round, I'll be asking each of you to list a series of things related to Disneyland Park. Whoever gets the most correct will obtain an extra 500 points. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. Now, for the prize. Today, Alli, you're playing for a Gaze Do the D mug featuring our brand new logo.
Well, that's so exciting. And who can't use another mug? I mean...
Exactly. You'll be the first to receive the brand new Gaze Do the D mug featuring our new logo. The mug is exclusively sold on our website, gazedothed.com. Visit gazedothed.com/merch for all your GDTD necessities like t-shirts, tank tops, totes, yes, mugs, masks, magnets, notebooks, and stickers. Let's hope we don't need those masks for too much longer. And for those of you playing at home, we invite you to share your point totals with us at GDTD Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All right, Alli, Patrick, are you ready to play Walt Quizney?
Probably as ready as I'll ever be.
Absolutely not.
Oh, Patrick, that lack of enthusiasm it suits you. It feels normal, Patrick. This feels normal.
Well, listen, I remember hosting the last Walt Quizney, and if revenge is a factor here, I am very doomed.
You know what? It's not, because I'm nice, Patrick. I'm the nice one.
We'll see about that. We'll see.
It's good for me to know. Adam's a nice one. I got it.
All right, Alli, we're going to start with you. Please choose a category. You can choose from history, attractions, or grab bag.
I think I'm really missing attractions right now. Feel like of all the things I'm missing is attractions and like attractions music. That's the thing I probably attach to the most. So attractions.
You got it. Here is your first question. Disneyland contains the first tubular steel roller coaster ever. What attraction features the coaster?
Man, one of this I'm fairly confident on this answer, and it's the Matterhorn Mountain. And it is a backbreaker if you've ever ridden that one. It is rough. Need a chiropractor.
You are absolutely correct on all counts. It is the Matterhorn, and it is a backbreaker.
Love it, though. I love it. So worth it.
Fantastic attraction. Absolutely. Patrick, it's your turn. What do you want? History, attractions, or grab bag?
Ooh, I am going to follow in the footsteps of greatness and choose attractions as well.
Don't try to make you her favorite.
It's all I have.
Hey, my students try to brag me all the time, and I would be lying if I said it didn't work, so go for it.
I'm the nice one, Allie. Remember, I'm the nice one. Patrick, which attraction would be more attractive if it was a person? Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin or Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters?
Oh, it's multiple choice, which means I'm absolutely going to get it wrong. I'm going to go with, because of the title, Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters.
I'm sorry. No, it is in fact Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin.
That's fair. That's fair. It's the spinning. It's the spinning, isn't it?
It's definitely the spinning. It is definitely the spinning. Allie, time for your second question. Do you want history, attractions, or grab bag?
You know what? I'm going to be bold and do grab bag. I'm curious. And also a little bit scared.
I love that bold step you are taking. Here's your question. What is the most popular souvenir from Disneyland?
Oh, that's a tough one. There's so many things. I would say, I'm a decent, I have a lot of pins, of the Disney collections, the thing I have the most of is probably pins, but I don't know that that's the most popular in, general public. I would say maybe, plushes, like stuffed animals or plushes. That's my guess. Final answer.
That is an excellent guess, but it is, in fact, Mickey or Minnie ears.
Oh, of course.
Great guess, though. Patrick, moving on to your second question. Do you want history, attractions, or grab bag?
Let's go with history this time. Attractions did not treat me well. I can't imagine history will either, but let's try it out.
All right. Patrick, what famous comedian and Muppet movie scene stealer used to work in the magic shop on Main Street?
Oh, goodness. I am going to go with John Ritter.
John Ritter is not correct. Allie is shaking her head. She seems to know. Allie, do you want to take a guess?
Yeah, I actually do know this one. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a history nerd about this stuff, but I believe that it's Steve Martin.
That is absolutely correct. I'm going to give you that point, Allie, because you knew, you answered, and you deserve it. Patrick, how embarrassing for you.
Listen. It was well deserved, and I have brought shame to my family. That's for sure.
Shame upon you. Shame upon your family.
Shame upon your cow, right? Isn't that the reference?
That's it. All right, Allie, time for your next question. Do you want history again, attractions, or grab bag?
I'm going to go history. I'm feeling the historical vibe right now.
Love it. Allie, true or false, the Disneyland Hotel opened the same year as Disneyland in 1955.
Oh, man. I think I remember hearing that there's been a lot of drama around the Disneyland Hotel in its entirety, but I don't remember if it opened right away. I don't think that it did. I'm going to say false.
I'm sorry, it's actually true. It did open the same year, although Disney did not open the hotel. It was owned by a different entity.
Interesting. I knew there was some drama around it. Nice.
As dramatic as a Real Housewives reunion. Yes.
The Real Housewives of Disneyland.
That's a show I want to see, for sure.
I'm ready for it.
All right, Patrick, time for your next question. Do you want history, attractions, or grab bag?
Let's go with that third category, grab bag, please.
You got it. Patrick, what character runs the service garage at Mickey's Toontown?
Oh, boy. I have spent around 13 minutes inside of Mickey's Toontown. The service garage. I'm gonna take a wild guess and assume that it might be Pete.
You are absolutely correct, Patrick.
Wow.
That was a total guess, I'll have you know, but I am proud of my guessing abilities, apparently.
I don't think I've ever said this of you, but I'm proud of you right now.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Allie, let's feed off that winning energy Patrick just sent out into the universe. What category would you like? History, attractions, or grab bag?
I'm going to go back to what treated me right the first time, and that would be attractions.
Fantastic. Allie, in Disneyland's Fantasyland, there are 2 rides that have mermaids. Which 2 rides are they?
Okay. One of my favorites, I'm pretty sure, has mermaids. Underrated Disneyland attraction, the Storybook Canal Boats. I believe that is one of them.
Could be.
It could be. Now I just have to think of the other one. I don't know if this is even considered in Fantasyland, but the submarines? I know that's Nemo, but...
You know what, Allie? The internet told me Peter Pan and It's a Small World, but who cares? You're still going to get the point anyway.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a Small World, Ariel, yes.
And Peter Pan, the Little Mermaids, right? Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, Peter Pan is not my favorite. I know that's not popular, but it's just that line. It's just always so long. I just never wait.
Patrick, rebuttal?
Listen, I have nothing but good things to say about you, Allie. Except for the fact that you're wrong. That is not a comment on your personality or your likability. It is just a comment on your opinions, and they're wrong.
And all of your listeners probably have stopped now. They're like, who is this girl? You invited her on. She doesn't like Peter Pan. Sorry about it.
You know what? We like when guests have opinions on things. It makes the show more interesting, and it just means that you have your own Disney brain, and we love that, Allie.
I try to be unique.
All right, Patrick, time for your next question. What category do you want? Do you want history, attractions, or grab bag?
I'm just going to keep going in a circle and go with attractions again.
Patrick, which two classic Disneyland attractions were originally planned to be walk-through experiences?
Ooh, I believe the Haunted Mansion would be one of them.
And what's that second one, buddy?
It's such a great question. Oh, boy. Let's take a shot in the dark and say the Pirates of the Caribbean.
You're killing it. That is absolutely correct.
Wow. I'm going to call my mom. She's going to be so proud of me.
Who is this Patrick? Fantastic. Okay, Allie, time for your next question. What category would you like, history, attractions, or grab bag?
I'm going to try to redeem myself in the history category. I think I'm ready. Which
president co-hosted TV coverage of Disneyland's opening day?
Oh, no. Well, I can safely say I was not alive, and I can pretty much say that I have never seen this opening day stream. Oh man, I honestly have no idea. Maybe Ronald Reagan?
That's correct.
Yes. Oh my gosh. My history was not one of my favorite subjects. I do like Disney history, but man, presidential history is not something. Obviously I was a musician, so that was sort of my focus. Band geek for life, but I am thankful that my guessing abilities are apparently similar quality to Patrick's tonight, so.
Yeah, something is in the air tonight. This is wonderful.
Yeah, we both got a good strategy going. Just guess.
Can't go wrong.
Nope.
That was great, Allie. Patrick, time for your next question. What category would you like?
Let's go back to grab bag. I'm feeling good about grab bag today.
Grab bag it is. Patrick, your question. How tall is Sleeping Beauty Castle? This is multiple choice. Is it 52 feet, 77 feet, 91 feet, or 122 feet?
Ooh, it does feel in the low 50s. It looks very small, but I'm going to go with 91 feet.
I'm sorry, it's actually 77 feet tall.
Wow, it's shorter than I thought it was. That's what a lot of people say about me.
Yeah, it's a little shorty castle. It's Patrick-sized.
But it's just so cute and endearing. I remember when I went to Disneyland for the first time and I took my boyfriend and he had never been there and had been to Walt Disney World a few times and we got turned around the corner on Main Street and I was like so excited. I love the Disneyland castle and he was like, "Is that it?" And I was just like, I almost started crying. It just broke my heart, but it in some ways it is adorable and small.
People say that about me on blind dates. Is that it?
All right. Allie, time for your next question. What category would you like?
I'm going to go to grab bag. That's the only one I haven't gotten yet. I'm ready.
Allie, at any given place in Disneyland Park, you are never more than 30 steps away from what?
Oh, I do know this one, and I believe that it is a trash can.
That is absolutely correct.
Nice. Redeemed myself, all three categories. Here we go.
You're on a roll now. Patrick, where do you want to head next?
Let's head on back over to the History Channel, Adam.
You got it. Let me find a hard one for you. When Disneyland first opened, Patrick, in 1955, who bought the very first admission ticket?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Great question. I'm going to go with John Ritter again.
What is it with you and the Ritter?
I love John Ritter. He's a hero of mine.
Well, that's fair. I understand, but it is incorrect. It was actually Roy O. Disney, Walt's brother.
Oh, of course. That makes sense.
They made him buy a ticket? That seems wrong. His name's in the park.
Yeah. Feels rude.
That's an excellent point. Very rude. Yes, absolutely very rude. Allie, where do you want to head next?
I'm going to go, I like the circling around idea. I'm going to go back to attractions.
What Disneyland attraction was the first simulator in a Disney park?
Now I'm trying to think of simulators that are there and have been there. The only one I can think of is Star Tours, and besides, I guess, Galaxy's Edge. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Star Tours.
Excellent choice, because you are correct.
Yes.
Allie, you are killing this. Patrick, you are also doing surprisingly well.
Worthy opponent.
Shocking.
Patrick, which category would you like to head to next?
I'm determined to get a history question correct. It might be a fool's errand, but let's go with history again.
All right, Patrick. How many babies have been born inside of Disneyland? This is also multiple choice. Is it 4, 18, 26, or none?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Those poor moms.
Yeah, I really want it to be 18, but I'm going to go with 4. I'm going to go with 4 babies have been born in Disneyland.
I am sorry to say that you are correct. It is 4. 4 babies have been born. And here is a fun fact. There's actually an urban legend that says that babies born in Disneyland get free tickets for life, but that's simply not true.
Yeah, don't test it out.
Also rude. The babies shouldn't get the tickets. The moms should get the tickets.
That's right. The mom's doing all the work. Give the mom tickets, please, Disneyland. Please consider it.
Follow-up question. How many babies were born on the Matterhorn?
I'm sure that would induce labor. I feel like that.
Yeah.
All attractions, that's the one.
Feels like you start the ride without a baby, you end it with a baby.
Fortunately for anyone delivering, you are kind of in the proper position sitting in those bobsleds.
Yikes. Sorry, single riders.
All right, Allie, it's time for your next question. What category would you like to go to?
I'm going to go to grab bag.
Which land contains edible plants to represent the advancement of humanity?
In Disneyland?
Which Disneyland land contains edible plants to represent the advancement of humanity?
Oh, I feel like the obvious choice maybe is Tomorrowland. Futuristic edible plants. Although that may be in the past. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tomorrowland.
Well, I'm glad you did, because that is correct.
Nice. I can say I've never eaten edible plants in Tomorrowland, as far as I'm aware of.
Well, yeah, they're $25 a pop, so no one's really gonna want to, go up on that. They're going to want to spend their money on a souvenir. But just kidding. They're free. I guess you could eat one if you wanted to.
Just eat the plants.
I mean, it's a healthier option, right?
Why would you do that when you can just get a Dole Whip? That's all I'm saying.
Just get a Dole Whip, please, everybody. Just get a Dole Whip. All right, Patrick, which category are we heading to?
Let's go to attractions, please.
What is the fastest ride in Disneyland? And this is multiple choice. Is it Hyperspace Mountain, Splash Mountain, Matterhorn bobsleds, or Indiana Jones Adventure?
Wow. Great question. My assumption, is Hyperspace Mountain.
That's your assumption, but is it your answer?
That is that is my final answer. I believe at one point during the ride you were going the fastest.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. It's actually Splash Mountain, which can reach speeds up to 40 miles per hour on that drop.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I should have gone with that. I didn't, and I guess I have to quit the pod.
It sounds like you made your peace with that incorrect answer, though. You made your peace.
I've made my peace with losing this whole game.
Allie, time for your next question. What category would you like?
I'm going to go to history.
Back to history. Allie, true or false? In 1955, a ticket to enter Disneyland, just to enter Disneyland, not to ride any attractions, cost $1.
That sounds about right. I'm going to go with true.
That's correct. It cost $1 in 1955 to get through the gates.
Oh man, those were the days, right?
Can you imagine? I can't imagine.
I would just quit my job and move there and live there.
All right, Patrick, where are we heading next?
I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm going to stay with attractions.
Attractions it is. Patrick, how many rows of seats are there in the boats for It's a Small World?
Oh, my goodness. Shot in the dark, there are 7 rows.
Ooh, I'm sorry, it's 6.
Honestly, I was going to say 6, but I was like, I feel like odd numbers are better.
Well, you're wrong.
I am wrong. This is why I'm not a Disneyland planner, apparently.
Allie, what category would you like next?
I'm also going to go with attractions. That's my comfort zone. Let's do it.
I'm so glad you're picking attractions, both of you, because that's where I have the most questions planned.
Good. Let's do it.
Allie, where can one find Jingles in Disneyland Park?
I think I know this one, and I believe that this is the horse on, or like it's like Julie Andrews' horse on the carousel. I believe it's the special one that it's like she rode on as Mary Poppins. I think
that is correct. It is a part of King Arthur Carousel.
Yes. Oh, I can't remember when I was a really small child. I had a favorite horse, and I don't remember if it was Jingles, but I do love that carousel.
Yeah, beautiful. And there's a lot of kind of lore around the carousel. Like some people say there's the horse that Julie Andrews rides. Some people think it was Lillian Disney's favorite horse. So there's a lot of like connection to that one specific horse. But yes, you can find it on King Arthur Carousel. Patrick, where to, buddy?
I'm giving up on attractions for now and going over to Grab Bag, please.
Bold choice. Patrick, what is my favorite quick service restaurant in Disneyland?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's just mean. Real mean. My assumption is the only one I could think of, and that would be the Jolly Holiday.
Delicious. So delicious is the Jolly Holiday, but no, my favorite quick service is Bengal Barbecue in Adventureland.
Fascinating.
I have to agree.
So good. Patrick, did I take you there when we went?
No, you sure did not.
I wanted to save it all for myself. So good.
Those skewers, they're so good.
So good. And the bread, oh my gosh.
Patrick, next time you go, Bengal Barbecue.
Next time I go, don't take Adam, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'll go, and I'll take you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Allie, where are we heading next?
You know what? I'm going to go to Grab Bag.
Back to Grab Bag. Allie, Carnation Cafe on Main Street, USA, serves up one of Walt's favorite dishes. What is it?
Oh, man. I feel like I've definitely heard this before. I've never eaten at the Carnation Cafe, so I can't say I've ever looked at the menu, but I feel like I've heard this fact before. Oh, I don't know. Is it a grilled cheese sandwich? I honestly don't know.
No, I'm sorry. It's actually chili. Walt loved chili.
Yeah.
And you should absolutely go to the Carnation Cafe. If you have a chance, stop there for breakfast. It is delightful.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to go there next time. Hopefully it opens soon and I can go.
You mean when you and Patrick go and don't invite me?
Right, exactly.
Yep.
That's so rude. That's so rude. All right, Patrick, where are we heading next?
Let's go back to history, please.
Patrick, the first day Disneyland opened was nicknamed Blank Sunday. Fill in the blank.
That would be Black Sunday.
That's right. I'm surprised you got that.
It was very confident. It was very confident.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's the one thing I know.
All right, Allie, are we heading to history, attractions, or grab bag?
Attractions this time. I'm ready.
Allie, what is the Matterhorn abominable snow monster's name? I'm going to give you 4 options. Is it Bert, Henry, Charles, or Harold?
I'm pretty confident, but I'm nervous. I think that it's Harold.
That is correct, Allie.
Oh, man. I love that Yeti.
So good, so great. I love it. It scares me every single time I ride that ride.
Agreed.
Patrick, what category would you like next?
Oh, let's try it again. Let's go with attractions.
You got it, attractions. Patrick, what is the name of the mayor of the ransacked village in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Well, listen, just now is when I learned that there was a mayor in in that attraction. So clearly his name is Greenbeard Barbara.
Okay. No.
No. Okay. Strange.
Just no.
Yeah.
It is actually, and you may kick yourself when you hear this, Carlos.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
The wishing, or like the guy getting dunked in the well, and the
That's
wife
right.
yelling Carlos. That's the mayor?
That is the mayor.
Wow.
Yes.
I will never ride that attraction the same.
All right, Allie, your next question. What category would you like?
I'm gonna go with attractions again.
You got it. The Haunted Mansion's hitchhiking ghosts are named Ezra, Phineas, and what?
Oh, man. I know I've heard this. I think that it's something super short. I'm going to guess. How about Bert? That's my guess.
I heard Gus, and
Gus.
You're right. It's Gus.
Oh, yes, of course. That's why I said Gus. Yes.
Yes. It's Ezra, Phineas, and Gus.
Yes, Gus. That's right. Exactly what I said.
Patrick, where would you like to head next?
Attractions has failed me so miserably today, so I'm going to stay away from attractions. I'm going to go back to history, please.
So polite. I will absolutely give you a question from history. How many attractions were there on Disneyland's opening day? This is multiple choice. Were there 10, 18, 25, or 15?
Oh, see, this depends on what you're calling an attraction, I feel like.
Does it?
Well, listen, sometimes attraction in my head is something you ride, but an attraction, I guess, could also be something you watch or see. I'm going to go with 25.
I'm sorry, it was actually 18 attractions on opening day.
Oh, was 25 even an option? I don't even know. I just said 25.
It was.
Okay,
it was. All right, Allie, we're down to your final 2 questions, and then we'll head on into the lightning round. What category would you like?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do grab bag for my penultimate question.
Oh, we love that word on this podcast.
It makes you feel so fancy.
Such a good word.
Allie, in the year 2000, restrictions were lifted and male cast members were allowed to have what?
Oh, man. I feel like this could possibly be a very loaded question. There are a lot of ways I could go with this, but I'm going to pick the safe route, and I bet that it would be facial hair.
Absolutely. They were allowed to have mustaches for the very first time in Disneyland's history.
Thank goodness that's the right answer.
Patrick, what category would you like?
Let's go with grab bag as well. Those are fun questions, even though I'm not going to get it right.
Patrick, multiple choice. What was the name of the Peter Pan themed restaurant that opened at Disneyland in 1955? Was it the Chicken of the Sea pirate ship and restaurant? Was it the Neverland restaurant? Or was it the Jolly Roger Eatery?
Oh, if you made 2 of those up, you are really creative. I'm really enjoying the Chicken of the Sea. I'm going to go with Chicken of the Sea.
That is correct, Patrick.
Hooray! Total guess.
Well, we know a Disney park loves a sponsor, and yes, Chicken of the Sea did in fact sponsor that restaurant.
Fantastic.
What were the menu options like, though? Gross.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like would ever be my favorite, but I bet it was cool looking.
It was just cans of tuna. That's all they served you.
The waiter just throws a can of tuna on your table. Yeah.
That's the Disney experience.
Yeah.
All right, Allie, your last question. What category are we going to?
I'm going to finish it out with attractions.
Finishing it out with attractions. Allie, including Main Street, how many stops does the Disneyland Railroad make?
Did you say including Main Street?
Including Main Street.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to talk this out. So we have, this is one of my favorite things to do. I could ride the train all day at Disneyland. Main Street, and then I believe it makes a stop in New Orleans Square. And then I think it makes a stop in like Fantasyland Toontown. And then, oh no, is there one more or not? Now I don't remember. I think that there's one more in Tomorrowland, but I always mix it up with Walt Disney World, so I can't remember. I'm going to go with 4.
That is correct, Allie.
Yes. Oh, man.
Yes.
So good.
You got all 4. Main Street, you got New Orleans Square, Toontown, and Tomorrowland.
Very nice.
And she named them all.
I know, that's...
You didn't ask me to do that, but here I am.
Show off much, Allie?
That wasn't my intention, but, here we are. It's fine.
All right, Patrick, it is time for your last question. What category would you like to be humiliated in?
Well, that's a great question. Let's try one last time for the attractions category.
You got it. Patrick, we've talked about this on the podcast before, so if you don't get it, it's going to be humiliating for you.
Mm-hmm.
The Storybookland Canal Boats attraction was originally called what? I'm going to give you some options, okay, buddy?
Okay.
Canal Boats of the World, Disney's Story Canal, or the Adventure Canal?
Oh boy. I have absolutely no idea. Let's go ahead and guess the Adventure Canal, which sounds a little dirty. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, now I wish that was the answer, but it's actually not the answer. The correct answer is Canal Boats of the World.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes, they were originally going to have little miniature landmarks, kind of like a tiny world showcase that you sailed through.
Okay, I must have been drunk at the time when we talked about this on the podcast.
All right, so I think that's 15 questions for you both. If not, I'm sorry, everybody, but counting can be hard when you're recording a podcast. And that takes us into the lightning round. As a reminder, in the lightning round, I'll be asking each of you to list a series of things related to Disneyland Park. Whoever gets the most correct will obtain an extra 500 points. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. If you want to know your points total at this point, I cannot tell you. You're going to have to keep track when we actually drop this episode. I'm sorry, both of you. I'm so sorry. All right, Allie, here is your lightning round question. You have 15 seconds. List 7 of the 9 lands in Disneyland and go.
Okay, Main Street, Adventureland, Frontierland, New Orleans Square, Toontown, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland. That's 7.
Absolutely correct, Allie. Congratulations.
I went clockwise, I think. I think I would have messed it up if I wouldn't have visually done it in my head. I think I would have been a disaster, but
strategic. I love it.
I got scared when I got to Toontown, but it worked out.
Any guesses on the 2 that you did not list? You want to try to jump in and figure out which 2 you did not list?
Oh yeah. See, I told you now. Now I'm lost in my mental map. I honestly. How did I get 7 and now there's 2 more? No problem, and now there's 2 more, and I have no idea.
I'll tell you, they are Critter Country.
Oh, yeah.
And new one, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, yeah, man. I love Galaxy's Edge. I have been there in Disneyland, but to me, I have problems with it being in that park. And also it's brand new. It's like not in my childhood mental map of Disneyland. All the ones I guess Critter Country, I just forget, but because it's so small.
Yeah, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is tough to recognize as an official land, but it is considered an official Disneyland land.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's giant, so like it's hard to miss. So I love it. I think it's awesome, but I just forgot, and that's okay.
Yep. That's okay. You still got your 500 points. Congratulations.
Yes.
Patrick, for 500 points, here's your lightning round question. List all 9 lands in Disneyland according to my preference.
Yeah, that feels right. That feels correct. Okay, I'm going to go with Main Street would be your first.
I'm sorry, you've already lost.
Great.
The fact that you didn't open with New Orleans Square is embarrassing to me.
Oh, okay. Fair. I thought I knew you. Clearly I don't.
You have no idea who I am, Patrick Hazuki.
And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that now.
That means that, congratulations, Alli, you are the winner of today's Walt Quizney.
Oh my gosh, I have never felt so excited and honored. I finally put my useless knowledge to the test, and I get a mug out of it, and I could not be more thrilled.
Well, we were delighted to have you on this episode, and we thank you so much for being a listener for all of these years and for being willing to come on and have some fun with us on this episode of Walt Quizney. And Patrick, you actually did surprisingly well.
I did shockingly well. The fact that I got more than one question right, really, I will sleep well tonight. I will sleep well.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm proud of you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for this Walt Quizney. If you would like to join us as a contestant, drop us a DM on Instagram at GDTD Podcast or send us an email at info@gaysdothed.com, and we'll be sure to add you to the list. Until next time, this is Adam Hummel saying, hey, the next time you're at the checkout counter and you hear the beep, think of all the fun you can have on, say it with me, guys, Supermarket Sweep.
Do the D.
Okay, that did not go at all like I thought it would go.
It went exactly how I thought it would go.
Yep.
Trust me, it's exactly how Zoom Band goes. It's exactly like that.
That will do it for this episode of Gays Do the D. Thanks for listening. To become a patron of the podcast, visit our website at gaysdothed.com/donate. For a donation of any amount, you can receive exclusive Gays Do the D content and help us continue to bring you the very best Disney news and discussion. Continue the conversation after this episode on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GDTD Podcast, and submit your questions or show ideas to info@gaysdothed.com. Have a great week, everybody. See you real soon.